Okay, so I'm sure some of you have heard of this podcast duo called Fresh and Fit. If you don't, that's okay. You're probably better off. But apparently, they came out talking about preferences, their sexual preference or dating preferences. And they made it abundantly clear that they don't night ride, meaning they don't seriously date anyone darker than a paper bag, a brown paper bag, pretty much. Didn't you know there's a name for that? Apparently, there. It's called night riding. Okay, so they say that's their preference. And listen, I don't care if someone doesn't want to date black women. I, okay, that's fine. My problem is you saying that's a preference because that's not a preference. That's not a preference. Here's what you should say when someone asks you what's your preference. Oh, I prefer Asian women. I prefer light-skinned women. I prefer skinny women. I prefer fat women, or whatever. You state what you want. That's a preference. They try to compare it with women, say they like tall men, they like men with abs. They're stating what they want. They're stating their preference. They, though, when you ask them their preference, their response is, we don't date dark-skinned black women. And people are like, that's not the question, sir. The question is, what is your preference? We don't. What's the big deal? You want tall men. We don't want black women. And I'm like, wait, what? Are you? Okay, here's a scenario. Say I am a white woman or whatever, and you ask me what my preference is. And my immediate response is, oh, I don't date black men. And you're like, oh, okay. I didn't ask what you don't date. I said, what's your preference? What do you prefer to date? Not black men. I don't night ride. I don't go with no Jamals or no Hakeems. You tell those, they ghetto. And you ask that person again, okay, ma'am, I didn't ask you any of that. I didn't ask your opinion on black people at all. I asked you, what do you prefer to date? Who do you like to date? Not black, not black people. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? If everyone could say they want tall people, why can't I say I don't want black people? Do you see the difference? This is what bothers me when people try to use their freaking racist and bigoted attitudes about a group of people, a whole group, by the way, and call it a preference. That's what racists and bigots do. No, sir and ma'am, it's not a preference to talk about who you don't want. Nobody gives a damn what you don't want. Nobody's forcing themselves upon you. If they come up to you, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not interested, and keep it pushing. What these podcasters should be doing is talking about their preferences. And I don't even know what their preference is. Is it Asians? Is it white people? It's all people who are light skinned? And if that's the case, that's who should they be talking about. They should be like, oh my gosh, yo, you see how light she is? I love that light skin, man. It's creamy. And you're like, oh, yeah, man. I love me some light skinned people, man. I love them light eyes. Oh, I love them thin lips. I love, you got thick lips too if you're light. I love that slim body or the bare, like, talk about what you like. Like you try to compare it to women. Women don't go around, man, I don't like no tall, no short man. I don't like no little man. I don't like no. You hear about what we like. We want tall, muscular, da da da, and you say ad nauseum. That's all you ladies want, tall, muscular men. I need to say the same thing about Fresh and Fit. All they want is light-skinned, skinny women because that's all they talk about. But no, all they talk about is what they don't like. That is not a preference, sir. That is bigotry and racism. Nobody's asking you what you don't like. They're asking you what you do like. That is preference. Speak about what you want. For the love of Pete, just talk about what you want. Nobody will be mad at you. It's when you're talking about what you don't want. Nobody cares what you don't want. Who was forcing you to be with black women? Nobody. So relax, calm down. I have preferences too, but the people I don't prefer, I don't think about them like that, the way you guys do. Something is wrong. What are their preferences? Who do they like? Do they even talk about them? No, they just talk about, what do you prefer, Fresh and Fit? Not black women. Talk about what you prefer. Like, look up the friggin' dictionary. It's not what you don't want, it's what you want. Jeez Louise. Oh, man. I like ice cream. I like vanilla and I like chocolate, man, yeah. But all you talk about is, I hate strawberry. I hate strawberry. I hate strawberry. Get a grip. Nobody cares. Strawberry ain't gonna come for you. Strawberry ain't even looking at you. Relax, huh? Okay.